Hi everyone. Today we're going to do a review of a case study that was presented to an audience at the Beyond Blocks Summit held this past July in Seoul, Korea. So let's get started. So a little bit of background about the company that I provided the audience, and this audience is really a mix of blockchain developers, speculators, traders, investors, not per se those that come from the retail trading industry. So I gave a little bit of background about myself, about the company. So I myself was a former member of the NFA CFTC and a partner in a number of FX companies. The NFA, the National Futures Association, and the CFTC, Commodities Futures and Trading Commission, both U.S. entities. In 2014, we launched our first liquidity offering for the FX industry. This was really our primary target market in the beginning. And currently we're a B2B, so that's a business-to-business platform. We provide a platform as a service, a PaaS solution, and we have 4 global offices and approximately 100 employees to date. So this simple case study was really geared towards blockchain developers to explain to them or show them an example of how people in their situation can utilize our platform to not just expedite their end goal, but to actually make their life a lot easier when it comes to promoting their chain, promoting their coin. So here we go. Mr. Seo-Jun Park just completed a successful 15 million coin token sale. So Seo-Jun, who's most likely part of a group of entrepreneurs and developers, created their own blockchain, their own coin, are now looking to promote it. So now, in order to give a positive outlook for his token holders, or his investors, Mr. Park must list his coin on one of the large exchanges. Today, it is expected that once you go ahead and provide your own coin, that you then figure out a way to make it liquid, to make it an actual instrument that can be traded, bought and sold, publicly and between individuals. So now here's the problem. So Mr. Park doesn't have the time, the money, the resources to begin this process. Of course, his focus has to be on his project, on his promises, working with his investors and his stakeholders. And this really isn't his territory, so where does he even begin? He decides that it's time to build his own exchange, but again, he doesn't understand how. He doesn't have the subject matter expertise, doesn't have the resources, so he's finding a lot of problems. The technology, the liquidity, the onboarding, the KYC or compliance, all of these are out of his personal scope and the scope of his team. So he turns to Ibinex, and what does Ibinex do? Well, we go ahead and we create the Seo-Jun exchange for him, for his customers. Problem solved. By creating it in a matter of weeks, he is able to offer all of the trading, the banking, the compliance, and the support functions needed without having to develop anything from scratch. We provide him a turnkey solution out of the box, ready to go. This is a very effective solution because now Mr. Park can make money when people are trading his coin on his platform, creating a secondary income channel for him and his organization. The key features of what it is that we provide out of the box to any of our white labels. So number one, a trader UI. Feature rich, beautiful, easy, elegant, simple, effective UI. Order book. We provide liquidity out of the box on day one. KYC AML for all the regulatory hurdles, so that we can maintain our banking relationships and continue to process money. And of course, 24/7 support. Crypto is a 24/7 by 365 marketplace. It doesn't rest. To sort out the legality of who we are and why we're able to do what we do, well, this is a copy of our license. We're currently a licensed virtual currency wallet service provider and a virtual currency exchange provider, both under the Estonian regulatory framework. And we gave a little bit of preview there. So that is it. This was, as I mentioned, the case study that was presented in Korea to individuals from this market who really understand engineering, who understand blockchain, the innovation around it, but have a huge knowledge gap when it comes to actually understanding how trading is conducted. How do you create a financial market? How do you run an exchange? These are problems that inherently come with the business. However, this is something that is well without any, I should say, game book. There's really nowhere that you can just pull off a manual off the shelf and say, okay, this is how we run an exchange. Unless you have that experience, unless you have that background in the financial markets, then you're going to be at a loss. Unless you have the know-how, the ability to deploy, the ability to manage both your operations around your blockchain development, as well as all the requirements around the functional exchange solutions.